So I want to talk about my personal favorite driver on the grid, and he has been since he's made his introduction into Formula One, and that's current 2022 driver standings leader, Charles Leclerc. Now, Charles obviously had a hiccup this weekend where instead of finishing third, which is where he should have been, potentially second, but I don't think he was going to get past Checo. He finishes lower down the order because of a mistake. The last 15 laps of the race, he got on the curb too much, unsettled the car, and he's ending up in the wrong direction. I'm curious from those of you, based off of what your honest opinion is, Charles, by far, one of the best drivers, one of the best younger drivers we've had in Formula One, at least in recent memory, along with the others on the grid. But Charles seems to have an act of being a little too over aggressive, and he's acknowledged this. He has admitted this. This is not me simply just making this up. Keep in mind, I am fully behind Charles Leclerc for the Drivers' Championship here in 2022. No shade to any Verstappen fans because I do like Max Verstappen a lot, but I'm completely behind and hoping Charles Leclerc wins his first Drivers' Championship this year. But we've seen Charles make similar mistakes like these. I mean, Monaco last year. I think there was also a mistake in, was it Turkey 2020 or 21 during those wet conditions. Charles has a tendency every blue moon to kind of make these unforced errors, and I'm curious what you guys think in regards to that, and why do you think he makes these errors? Do you think Charles puts too much pressure on himself? Do you think he overthinks situations? Do you think it's a lack of patience? I'm personally not sure because I feel like Charles is very mature for his age. I feel he's definitely one of the most mature drivers that we've seen at his age in quite a bit of time in Formula One, especially considering how talented he is. So this is really just me wanting to get thoughts from other people in the community in regards to why do you think Charles sometimes seems to make unforced errors that obviously puts him in a vulnerable position like we saw here in Imola this past weekend. I don't think it's going to be anything that continues throughout the regular season. Charles wants to win this championship, and I think what happened this past weekend will actually keep him even more grounded in making sure that if he's in a similar situation where he's chasing someone like one of the Red Bulls, he's going to be patient, bide his time. He still finished with some points, which is better than not finishing with any or having a DNF or just finishing out of the points. But still, I'm sure he would have wanted a couple more than what he obviously had to settle for. So in the comment section below, let me know your thoughts, and do you see it being a long-term issue? I personally don't, because again, I think Charles is such a great driver, and I think as he continues to develop, still a young kid, not even almost halfway to 30, still has a lot of driving left in his racing career. So I think Charles is going to win more than one World Drivers' Championship. And again, I'm just curious what others in the community thinks about these unforced errors and what may be the cause of them. I don't think there's any reason to be concerned about Charles. I still think he has a very strong and good chance of winning the championship this year, especially if that Ferrari stays competitive. I think he's getting a new power unit as well for the Miami GP. I cannot wait for that. I'm sure the whole weekend is going to be crazy. Me and my girlfriend were going to go to it, but other things have come up with work. So I'm excited for that GP. I'm excited to see what power unit he brings, and maybe any other teams as well, since there haven't been too many major upgrades amongst any of the teams so far into the season. So let me know your thoughts in regards to today's topic in the comment section below. Take it from there. If you're new, make sure to subscribe here for weekly Formula One discussion content. Keep in mind to be respectful in the comment section below. We are entitled to our opinions, but there's no reason to shame, bash, or anything that is just over the top. At the end of the day, it's just a sport. We all have our preferences, and we should be able to hold adult conversations without being at each other's necks or just saying negative and nasty things about one another because we don't share the same opinion. So let me know your thoughts, and we'll take it from there. Unfortunately, there's all the time I have for you guys today, but I will see you all later. Goodbye.